Hello there. This is a video that's kind of a pickup, but not really a pickup because it's a contest win. And that's win of Johnny Toe's Drug War. Yeah, it's... What a really good movie. Highly recommend you check it out if you're into crime thrillers or crime dramas. Johnny Toe has a great sense of action in his films, and it's odd with this one because I expected a lot more action than was actually in it. But a good portion of the film is just sort of, how would you call it? It's almost like the anti-caper film. Instead of a caper where people are doing and pulling off all these different precise actions to get whatever it is they're trying to get. This is a cops sort of pulling off some precise, actions and stuff to get the crooks, as you will. And it does have a tendency to be drawn out because, it's just one after the other. One action, one thing happening, and that leads to the next, and splinters off, and then you have two groups, and then, they intertwine and go back and forth, and it's just sort of this developing story of trying to track down these drug dealers, just like, you would in regular police work, where you pick up the guy off the street who's selling it, hopefully, turn him over, roll him over for somebody above him, and so on, and, you do your stakeouts and your surveillance, and try and find out who's who and what's what and what's going down and how it's happening, and, to make your arrests. And that's essentially what's happening. Of course, it's not as simple a story as just, make an arrest, guy tells you, Dave, go get Dave, and they find Dave, and then Dave goes, go get Tim, stuff like that. It's not like that. That would just be boring. No, this is some intricate dealings and some crazy bits of amazing detective work that just seems outright impossible. Well, not impossible. I guess it could be possible, but not very realistic in terms of what actually happens. But yeah, so you're watching the story, and you following this arc of the story and the plot points, coming together to get to this, essentially like a climax, and then that's where the action kicks in. And oh my God, I've never seen cops have such such disregard for their own safety and innocent bystanders. Like, it's just like guns everywhere, go to town, and yeah, it's some crazy. I mean, there are some people who are obviously really good with guns, and some people who are not so good with guns. And then there's just people. I think everybody thinks they're Rambo or like they're. Well, they all think they're in a Johnny Toe movie, is what they think. So they're just, two-handing the guns, and oh my God, it's just craziness. But it's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved the acting. I loved the the story. I loved how it was being told. And yeah, highly recommend you check it out. At least give it a rental or something. But yeah, even if you don't, no, you know what? Buy it. You'll take my word for it. Buy it. If you're into crime thrillers or dramas, you like those caper type films, and you like watching the cops get the robbers and such. Highly worth picking up, as long as you don't mind, subtitles. And if you do, you are missing out on so many good movies. Yeah. Admittedly, I do like watching a movie that's dubbed first, just so I can actually watch the film and watch what's going on. And even if it's a bad dub, you know, where that doesn't really match up with their voices, it does get on my nerves a bit, but at least I'm watching the movie. And then I will rewatch the movie in its original and, you know, get it with the proper voices and inflections and stuff, and just read the subtitles. But that's my preference. This particular release is Chinese only with English subtitles, so you're gonna have to read. I had to, and I still enjoyed it, so you can do it too. Anyways, that's like I said, Johnny Toe's Drug War. Definitely worth a buy, because they really aren't that expensive when they come out, considering it's not a big Hollywood film. You know, they don't make as many of them as far as I know. So, anyways, got it for free, and I would have paid for it. That's a bonus. So, I'll catch you in the next video. But until then, you take care.